Hey Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jer!
And we're the
Fragrance Bros!
Coming at you again with another review, again with Jer. Thanks for coming on.
More Jer.
And this time we are reviewing Jermyn Street by Floris.
Yes.
Alright, so date introduced is 2015. It's classified as a citrus aromatic. Notes are bergamot, mandarin, vetiver, violet, coriander, artemisia, juniper, amber, cedar, and musk. Now what did you get of longevity out of this?
I get pretty excellent longevity out of this. I get probably 12 hours, 10, 12 hours.
Wow, okay.
Long time. Yeah, it changes a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I got excellent as well.
Yeah.
It lasted about that same thing. I totally agree, it does change. We'll talk about that in a minute though too.
All right.
What about projection?
Pretty good projection, if judging by the notices. So I would say excellent projection.
Yeah, I think I got in the average range.
Average?
Can't
Okay.
complain with that.
Sure.
It didn't seem like it pushed out that much to me.
Okay.
But it was still good.
Okay, great.
Seasonality, this is great for spring, and I think this could work in the summer. I think this works better at night, personally.
Okay.
It kind of depends, because it changes a lot. We'll have to talk about that too.
Yeah. I gotta see what you're saying now that you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe daytime, but I
Okay.
think it works better at night. Purpose, I think this is great for formal, date, work, and maybe casual. Now, what does this remind you of?
Okay, so here's the thing about Jermyn Street, right? Jermyn Street, I looked it up so that I could speak intelligently on this review.
Nice. I already know about this too.
Okay, great. It's a street in London.
Yes.
Reputed for its high quality fashion and menswear. But seriously though, the scent smells like I would imagine a sharply dressed, mature British man to smell like. To me, there's something distinctly British or English
Yes.
about this scent. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't know what that is. It's just an assembly of notes. But for some reason, it smells. There's a refinery and almost like an accent to it. You know that it just feels British to me.
Yeah. It's high class.
It is high class. It is, and probably skews a bit more mature than I typically would wear.
Yes.
However, now that I have a beard,
You can pull it off.
the game is. I know manly now, so the game has changed. It's masculine, but not like in the brute force, hairy chest, leather jacket kind of masculine.
Right.
It's like a refined masculine, man of few words kind of masculine. I don't know. There's something about it that I just really fell in love with, because to me, it's almost like an aspirational thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I smell this, I'm like, okay, this reminds me of the kind of man that I hope that I am one day.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, achievement and character and all that sort of thing. I know I'm really reading way into this, but to me it just smells like a type of person that I think is to be aspired to. And I was like, yeah, this is great. And because of that, I don't know, when I said a certain kind of man, I don't feel like I would wear this to work on a regular basis, because I don't know if I've reached that level. You know what I mean? I feel like
Okay.
it's maybe in 10 years I could wear this
Yeah.
every day, because then I'm the kind of man that just smells like this.
Yeah.
But because it's a bit more mature, I think it works best in like a more formal or a night or a here and there kind of use.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said.
Well, then what do you have to say?
Nothing.
Covered it.
So Jermyn Street is notorious for having a very sartorial type of atmosphere. They have lots of famous shirts and clothing and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, tailoring and stuff like that going on.
Yeah.
Now Floris has been at number 89 Jermyn Street since 1730.
How cool.
They have this fragrance, which is Jermyn Street. They sent this for us for review. They also have number 89, which
Yeah.
I did on my James Bond video. I'll have links to both of those down below. And I also had an unboxing of this too, by the way, if you want to watch that.
Who's the guy that's named these fragrances? Like he's just sitting in the store like 89, like he just thinks of it.
That's right. That's right.
Just looking around the store.
It's like, my next fragrance will be Tree by the Window.
Yeah.
So one of the things that this was supposed to be reminiscent of was gin. I don't really drink hard liquor, so I don't really know what gin smells like.
Yeah.
But it has juniper in there, so juniper berries, one of the notes of gin. There's that. I do kind of get like that slightly boozy quality too, and that might also be like the high class type of thing that we're getting out of
Maybe
it.
so.
Also, too, the scent is supposed to be reminiscent of the trees that are in front of the street right there, in front of number 89 Floris Street, or Jermyn Street.
Neat.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it does have like a very aromatic type of
Yes.
woody smell.
Yeah.
But right away, what I get right away from the start is like super bright citrus.
Yeah.
Like the lime.
Out the gate.
Yeah, right out the gut,
Yeah.
off the bat. I get the super bright citrus. That hangs on for a while, and then changes into like that juniper, musky, more mature
Yeah.
like scent.
Right.
I don't love that aspect of it. I agree with you. It's like, to me, it's almost a little bit too mature for me.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit out of my comfort zone, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good fragrance. And I agree too that it has a very British style to it.
Yeah.
And whenever you smell this, especially if you smell like number 89,
Okay.
there is something just distinctly British about it.
Yeah.
And I don't really know exactly what that is, but there's just some kind of signature there.
That's cool.
Yeah. I get other notes in there too, though they're not as noticeable. Like I do get some coriander, I do get some nutmeg, though I don't think that's in the notes. There's a very slightly floral, soapy, almost powdery quality to it.
Yep. There it is. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. The powderiness actually is a little bit stronger, but there's a floral, soapy component to it. This is different.
Yeah.
The powderiness is a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's a tad cloying, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed that the scent is very different when I'm smelling it on my arm versus how I know I smell in the air to those around me.
Yeah.
I think in the air I smell like that mature smell that we're talking about, but when I get up close to it, especially kind of like the last half of the lifespan of the fragrance or whatever, it's kind of powdery to me and sort of like, I don't like where that's going.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the air I still smell pretty great, so I just don't smell my wrist.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
I do like how this is a mix of kind of classical and modern.
Yeah.
There's very much like this transition period where it's like at the start reminds me really modern fragrance, and it transitions into more of a classical, refined, almost respectful type of scent.
Yeah.
And that's what I get kind of out of it. It's like whenever I smell this, it smells like a man that I would respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It really does. You got it.
So what about compliments? Did you get any from this?
My wife really likes it.
Really?
Yeah. She does have kind of a penchant for like classic masculinity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hairy chest and all that kind of just like that stuff that is like just known to be masculine. She tends to like that stuff. So she said that you smell like a man, like a really, really good smelling man. Like you should keep wearing this. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she really dug it against all odds. I didn't think she would, but yeah, good.
That's cool. My wife liked the opening.
Okay.
Because she likes like the citrusy, clean aspects of it. Hated the dry down.
Yeah.
Bang for buck, this is $190 for 100 ml. That's getting up there, but there's something special about this fragrance.
Yeah.
Even though it's not my thing, totally, I think it's still worth it. It lasts a long time, and I think that the price is not unreasonable here.
Yeah. I don't know that this fragrance does something that no other fragrance does.
Yeah.
But being a little unfamiliar with this genre, I couldn't say if there is a cheaper but as effective alternative to this.
Yeah.
I just couldn't say. But I do know that it smells really amazing. I think if this were going to be like a classic, like a particular man's go-to fragrance, this is just what he wears all the time, I don't think that's a problem paying that if that's your purpose.
Yeah. So final rating, what do you give this?
Let me give it a 4 out of 5. You said that it's classical and modern, and I agree because I was thinking earlier that to me this smells like a modern classic. Like they are reinventing something that's already been done, but updating it enough to where it brings into this kind of generation that I think in a way is really effective. So let me give it a 4 out of 5. The only reason I take a little off is because I think it lacks a little bit of applicability to a broad range of people.
Yeah.
And I don't love the end quite so much. It gets a bit cloying to me where I kind of just don't want to get too close to myself. But otherwise, really good. 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 as well. I debated whether I should give this a 3 or a 4 because it's not exactly my thing, but it is special and it is, I think, unique in its application. I do really like how it kind of reveres like this ideology of a very put together, classy man.
Yeah.
And every time I wear it, I think I would respect a guy who wore this.
Right.
It just smells like that.
Yeah.
So there's something really interesting and unique and powerful about the way that it smells.
Yes.
Even though it's probably not my thing.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
That's right. You wouldn't wear this with a t-shirt, I don't think.
No.
You need to at least have a collar.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's all we have. If you tried Jermyn Street, let us know down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next time. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.
Review with...
I love it.
Yeah. What is the word I'm saying? Sartorial.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right.